Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at the App Store listing. So it's important to remember, if you are launching your app privately with a private dashboard as an unlisted app, then you don't need to do any of this. If you're launching on the App Store, then you need to fill all this information in and then submit your app to the Shopify App Store. So you can fill in this as you go in small bits at a time. And you can do this way before your app is actually ready to launch. Okay, so you can go and have a look at this before it's ready, and then once you're finally ready and everything's finally up to scratch, then you can actually submit that. So it takes about 3 or 4 weeks to Shopify to approve your app, so be prepared for a long wait. So let's take a look at the screen. So you need to log into your partner account. And I just want to show you while we're here, just go to settings down here and double check that your PayPal email is in place here, okay? Because this is where you're going to get paid. So make sure that's in place. So for your App Store listing, you go to apps, click on your app, okay? And then create App Store listing. I'm just going to pop this open in a new tab. So I've still got this tab open so I can show you some stuff. So at the moment, they're transitioning between an old style listing and a new style listing, so there's no problem there. We'll take a look at both of those, so you know, whichever it's at the time you watch this video, you'll be able to see both. It's pretty much straightforward and simple. You just got to run through it. They give you great explanations. You've just got to fill in the blanks and put as much information in there about your app as possible, and make your app, you know, look as good as possible as well. So let's look at the listing we're on now, the current listing. So if we just click edit app submission form, and basically all you need to do is run through and fill as much in as you can, like I say. So they do sort of give you help along the way, so it's super easy. With this old version, we can view the app listing, so we'll pop that open and we'll go through these. So here, your app icon, annoyingly you can't change it here. So looking back in this tab, if we go to app info, then your app icon, this is where you change your app icon, okay? So it tells you all dimensions and stuff like that, although I should have put all that in under a previous video, so when you got your graphics, you hopefully have got everything ready. If not, no worries, because it guides you through and it gives you all the dimensions and that, and you can do this as you go along if you want it. So category will be selected after review, so this is kind of, you know, what category they'll put it under. The review notification email, this is where they're going to contact you once they've reviewed it. So here, your app card, this here, well, it does explain here. Let's just have a quick look at the Shopify App Store. I'll just show you live on one. You've probably already seen it, but here you can see as we hover there, it changes. So we got that kind of banner image at the top. We've got the price in there, how many reviews has it got down here, and then when we hover, we get this short description. So looking at that here, this is the banner, so this is the image bit that's at the top, and then scrolling down, there's the short description there. So that is kind of image, short description, banner, short description, like that, okay? So yeah, it points everything out to you anyway. Like I say, it is pretty much straightforward. YouTube URL, this is where you can put a video in. So I recommend that you definitely put a video in, because we all know video sells a lot better and people can actually see what your app does. It says here, keep it short, 2 minutes tops. That's a good tip. Selling points here, we've got these like bullet points here, like this. Full description here. So here I've used some tags. It shows you the tags at the bottom down here. In the new style listing, you can't use these tags, but you can see, you know, here I've got this B, which is bold, then I've got a heading up there, and then I've actually got a link URL in there as well. I'll put that link URL so you can change it out if you want to put a link in your own. But looking at the live listing, you can see we got this was the H2 tags, this was the B tags, and down here I've got a clickable link which takes me across to the support page. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that, but just bear in mind on the new listing, when we have a look at that in a minute, you can't use any of that stuff, which is quite annoying. I'm not sure why they took that away. Pricing down here, so you need to decide whether you're on a monthly fee, one time, free, or custom. So this is $14.95 a month, so I put from $14.95 to $14.95. There's only one price point. If you've got a pricing, different price points, you know, depending on how complex your app is, you can put a link here to your pricing page if you want to, if you've got different price points. And if you have, then you can put, say, $5.95 to $14.95, so, or from free maybe to the $14.95. Free trial, 7 days, so add in however long you want your free trial to be. I recommend either 7 or 14, up to you. Does your app require a service other than Shopify? Well, that will depend what your app is and what it does. If it does, then you add the name and the URL and whether or not it's a paid thing or not. Sales and support. Here we've got my Freshdesk main URL. Here I've got my support page. So looking live on the App Store, you can see here we've got this email where they can contact, and then we've got this link where they can click, and it takes them straight to the support page. Make it as easy as possible for people to get hold of you. You'll notice that I don't have a number in there. If you've got a toll-free number or you can get one, I highly recommend you add that in there, because that's going to really help as well. Gives a lot more credibility. Screenshots, plain and simple. Take some screenshots of inside your app. That shows up over here and people can click those and take a look. Then we'll get rid of those. Integrations, does it integrate with anything? If it does, add that in there. Featured banner here. This is a lot bigger than the other banner. And what this is if they like your app, if it's getting a ton of traction and everything, then they will take your app and they will put it at the top of the App Store on this banner here. So this is going to gain you a ton of traffic. So if you can get that, then happy days. That's going to be really good for you. Just to mention as well, this new and noteworthy, when you first publish your app is going to appear in this new and noteworthy, which is going to help you get some traction at the start as well. Hopefully get some good reviews and stuff. Search terms, these are tags that you can put in. So when people are searching on the App Store, you know, is it Facebook related? Is it, you know, shipping? Is it whatever, you know, whatever is related to your app. So that makes people find it easier. Google tags and analytic codes and stuff you can add in here. Ad roll, I've never used myself. It could be something that I'm really missing. So if you use ad roll, if you're familiar with it, then add that in. That's going to help you do retargeting and stuff. App testing instructions. This is for the Shopify people that are going to be looking at your app. So put any notes and stuff in there that you want them to know about, and then go ahead and hit save. So like I say, you can come back as many times as you want and add, change it before your app's ready. You can view it there, and then once it's ready to submit, then we can click the get ready to submit for publication. So that's the one. The other one, let's go create App Store listing. Whoops, didn't do it in a new tab. So here's the new one, the new version. So there is kind of the same, but there's a few changes involved in it. So scrolling down, basically again, fill in the blanks, the name, the tagline. Here's your app icon, which is controlled under the app settings. Here we can choose a category here beforehand. Here's tags. Here's your promo video, which is a YouTube URL. Key benefits. This is like the bullet points that we saw on the other one, except this time you can put a small description below those. Featured apps banner image. So this is the larger banner image. I haven't actually added that in yet. Screenshots. Here we can put some text just in case those screenshots aren't showing on someone's device. So just a few words, add that in. It's not really going to make hardly any difference to you. This one's got mobile screenshots as well. So if your app is doing stuff on mobile, you can add that in. Then we got the detailed description. So here, this is where we can't use the tags and we can't bold it out and stuff like that. Don't know why they took that away. Really, it makes the listing look a lot better, but there you go. They must have a reason. Demo URL here. So if you've got you know, a store set up or whatever, maybe you've got one of your development stores with the app on and it's doing something live, you can put a demo store there and people can go and actually go and test it out and play around with it and see it live. That's going to help you if that works with your app a lot. Here we got the integration stuff. Then we got the pricing details. Is it free? monthly payment, free trial. Again, just fill in the blanks based on your app. Pricing URL, so if you've got a pricing page or anything like that, or another sales page, we will have a look at making a sales page even if you are listed on the App Store. We offer multiple pricing plans, or if that relates to your app, then happy days, put that in. Charges outside shopping, external charges, so depending on your app, if is it integrating with something else that is a paid product, then you need to fill that in. Your review notification, this is where they're going to contact you. Again, this is where they're going to contact you, sales and support. So here we need to put in our FAQ URL. Look, if you've got a website with a FAQ page, we didn't cover that, but maybe I could cover that, or you could even add that to your support page and put your support page in there. Again, we got the Google, we got the ad roll tracking. Install requirements, merchant must have an online store. Well, that's pretty obvious. Geographical requirements, so maybe your app would only work in certain countries. If so, add that in there. Payment gateway, merchant must have direct payment gateway, Apple Pay. So yeah, I don't think you need to worry about that too much. Testing instructions, again, testing instructions for the App Store people. Then hit save. So really it's just about putting as much as you can into that. So the more information you can add into that, then the better your listing is going to be, and the more information somebody's going to get about your product. So like I say, you can go ahead and start doing that and filling that in and getting it prepared and getting it ready, and then when your final testing is coming up and when you think you're ready, we can then go and submit that to the Shopify App Store, and we can wait for them to approve it. Okay, so that's really it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.